Now there are over 15 different choices, with the Nissan X-Trail and Honda ZR-V hybrids being two of the newest on the scene. We pit these fresh electrified mid-sized SUVs against each other to find out which might be right for you. Price and features, do they represent good value for the price? What features do they come with? Now, hang on. Wouldn't it make more sense to simply compare the X-Trail-e-Power with the recently released Honda CR-V HEV RS range topper? They are, after all, roughly the same size. And the answer would be yes, except the new CR-V hybrid is $60,000 drive away, while you can buy a base X-Trail STL-e-Power from under $55,000 drive away, which just happens to be exactly how much the ZR-V HEV LX costs. Do please keep in mind that cheaper versions of both Hondas are in the pipeline for Australia. So, what are these hybrid mid-sized SUVs like, then? Released in mid-2023 and based on the excellent Civic hatch, the ZR-V is the new kid on the block. And, starting at $54,900 drive away, what it lacks in size against the X-Trail is more than made up for in features. Now, at this price point, both feature plenty of safety, including autonomous emergency braking, AEB, blind spot alert, lane keep assist systems and adaptive cruise control with full stop-go functionality. Additionally, you'll find heated front seats, dual-zone climate control, wired Apple CarPlay/Android Auto, privacy glass, 18-inch alloys, and a full suite of driver assist safety systems including emergency braking, adaptive cruise control and surround view cameras. But considering the X-Trail STL costs the same price as the ZR-V LX, it lacks the latter's 12-speaker Bose audio upgrade, leather upholstery, heated steering wheel, powered front passenger seat, heated rear seats, wireless Apple CarPlay, wireless charger, reverse tilt exterior mirrors, interior air purifier and hands-free powered tailgate with walk-away closing. For an electric tailgate, leather and smartphone charger, you'll need to step up to X-Trail-e-Power, as tested, from $54,690 before on-road costs, or just under $60,000 when drive-away costs are factored in, giving the ZR-V LX hybrid a handy $5,000 start. However, the T does bring its own little exclusive luxuries, like tri-zone climate control, adaptive matrix LED headlights, a panoramic sunroof, exterior mirror camera view, and 19-inch alloys, though you'll need to fork out for the range-topping X-Trail TL from $57,160 before on-road costs, or nearly $63,000 drive away to more fully match most of the ZR-V LX hybrid spec. Advantage Honda. But, like we said, the Nissan has great big size on its side. And it has two electric motors for all-wheel drive, something the ZR-V has no reply for. Design, is there anything interesting about their designs? Before we kick off on design, here are two annoying facts about the Honda. First off, apparently ZR-V stands for Gen Z Recreational Vehicle. Trying hard much, Honda? Or maybe not trying hard enough. In Australia, the ZR-V color range is pitiful, with just 5 choices against the Nissan's dozen. Please, at least import the aqua green and petrol blue, as offered in Japan. Or better still, inject some actual rainbow variety. Anyway, rant over. In almost every important dimension, the Nissan is usefully larger, by an additional 11 mm in length, 4,680 mm versus 4,568 mm, plus 105 mm in height, 1,725 mm v 1,620 mm, and plus 50 mm in wheelbase, 2,705 mm v 2,655 mm, while the ZR-V concedes just 1 mm of ground clearance to the X-Trail's 187 mm. Oddly, although the latter looks wider and has more interior space to stretch, they're actually the same overall width at 1840 mm. Visually, the ZR-V is like an SUV compilation greatest hits mishmash, with a bit of Maserati Grey Kale meets Ford Escape up front, a profile that whispers Porsche Macan and maybe Mazda CX-5, and a lot of Lexus RX at the rear. That the designers have managed to make all that melds so well is an achievement in itself. Meanwhile, the X-Trail's tastiest angle is the rear 3/4, which also reveals the chunky wide stance, nice glass-to-body ratio and clean surfacing. Up front, though, it's looking fussy and even a bit dated already. Nissan's facelift this look. It's a 3-year-old one in North America, where it's sold as the Rogue. Check it out. No better, really. And we're still years away from seeing that happen here, as our models are made in Japan. Like with the ZR-V. Overall, though, both are fine-looking SUVs, though the Nissan styling seems more original. Practicality. How practical is their space and tech inside? Advantage, X-Trail. Families seeking space in a larger than usual mid-sized SUV need look no further. Before we go on, remember, our photos show the T but the base STL that matches the ZR-V LX's price point features an 8.0-inch, rather than 12.3-inch, central screen, more traditional analog instrumentation cluster with a 7.0-inch TFT screen, non-leather seat trim and conventional, rather than camera, interior mirror. Regardless, you're also likely to notice how large and airy the X-Trail interior is, with easy access to all 5 seats thanks to very wide opening doors, revealing an interior offering heaps of legroom, headroom and shoulder room. Nissan, just like Honda, got its interior right, with most of the important stuff thoughtfully executed: superb build quality, broad yet comfy front seats, ample ventilation, and excellent driving position with good all-around vision and completely logical control and button layout/access. There's also more storage than you would know what to do with. Big bottle holders in the doors is another boon. Remember when the X-Trail's dash used to have chilled/cup holders, a centrally located analog instrument binnacle and 2 storage cubbies on either side, all to give it a rugged and utilitarian 4x4 feel? That's all gone now, with our T being the most opulent in the Series 23-year, and 4-iteration, history. More high points? Attractive and yet hardy, the long, low instrument panel features premium finishes, backed up by a chunky little steering wheel, an informative and multi-configurable digital instrument cluster, bi-level center console bisecting the front seats for a cozier feel, and a big central touchscreen that's simple to figure out and operate. Out back, the quite flat yet supportive rear seats are remarkable for being slideable as well as reclinable, while, as with the Honda, occupants are treated to rear air outlets, USB-A and USB-C port access, a center folding armrest with cup holders and even more bottle storage in the doors. Plus, predictably, the deep side windows lend a lot of light and vision out, adding yet another dimension of family friendliness. The substantially larger CR-V would have been a better fit for this showdown. That all said, it's not as if Honda was sitting on its hands when creating the ZR-V's interior. Strangely enough, it's not as tight inside as its smaller length and wheelbase measurements suggest, especially if you're a human and not, say, a tumble dryer trying to be shoved in the back. More on that later. Up front, the ZR-V is typical modern Honda, with a simple, might even say sparse, dashboard layout that, with plenty of soft feel surfaces and strip of honeycomb trim, manages to look classy as well as sensible. The leather front seats are cushy and nicely bolstered, providing an absolutely superb and immersive driving position ahead of elegant and crystal-clear digitalist instrumentation. Along with the thick-rimmed sports steering wheel with paddle shifters, for reg and braking effort, it feels inclusive in here, like you're about to drive a low-slung sports sedan. Thin A-pillars provide better than usual forward vision, too. However, over-the-shoulder vision is poor due to the slim side and back glass